Alright, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good evening to one and all. Myself Shabnam from the code Ark, aiming to deliver data science, coding, AI, ML technologies to people out there. Alright, fine, we welcome you at the day 22 of our full stack web development series. We begin the entire series with HTML followed by CSS and then ended up starting JavaScript. This is JavaScript, which is a part of the development series going on. Alright, okay, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned yesterday. Good evening, my friend. Good. I'm audible as well as visible to all of you, right? Okay, please put the message in the chat section as an acknowledgement. Okay, let's quickly have the recap what we have learned yesterday. It was day 21 yesterday and we were busy learning string and the string methods. One small announcement before we could go ahead from here. We are preparing question bank that will comprise of 20 to 25 questions. And that will involve all the pending practice question up until now, right from loops. Alright, the people who wanted some logic based program based on loops, for loops, while loops, then coming up with string and including today's topic, that is array and array methods. We could not post you yesterday and we won't be able to post you today as well due to our very occupied schedule. But we make sure this question bag we post you on the group either by tomorrow or day after, that is before going to a weekend holiday, Saturday, Sunday se pehla. Okay, so that people can practice those questions back at home as a source of practice for all these topics done. Clear? Good evening everyone. Alright people, fine. I am using yesterday's program only, the yesterday's directory and the same yesterday's JavaScript file. In fact, we had shared you on the group also. So here we go. Here we are. Okay, to have a quick recap of what we have learned yesterday, people, to have a quick recap. Okay. Okay, we declared the string, something like this. Is that fine? X is my string. Say Delhi or New Delhi is the capital of India. Somewhere we were writing X, somewhere we were displaying the length of the string. Length is the property of the string. Then we went to understand the difference between the three methods or inbuilt functions of JavaScript to substring, to let me say slice the string or break the string into substring. One was slice. It asks you from starting from where and ending till where. Okay, again substring, again start and the end position. The only difference between the two is negative start and the end positions in substrings are mapped to 0. Good evening. Okay, whereas slice doesn't do that. Slice doesn't do that. I think I did not show you this thing yesterday. Let me discuss that today. Okay, for example, if I want to find a substring from -5 to -3, now ideally what happens is, look up, say this is my string. This is my string, New Delhi. X is equals to New Delhi. 1 minute please. X is equal to New Delhi. I hope you have remembered how JavaScript stores this string in the memory. How JavaScript stores the string in the memory, right? Okay, something like this. Let's come here. Okay, so this is N E W space. Space is a part of the string. D E L H I. Alright, one way to index this string, that is from left to right, starting from position number or index number 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, JavaScript also indexes the string in a reverse order. That means you number the strings from 1 to 8 or 8 to 1. 0 to 8 or in a reverse order. Reverse order means starting from the last alphabet of the string, that is I. But in a reverse order, remember two things. Index numbers are negative and indexing never starts from 0, it starts from -1. Okay, I repeat one more time. In a reverse order, indexing is first of all negative. We follow negative indexing in the reverse order. And number two, this negative indexing never starts from 0, unlike positive indexing. It always starts from -1. So continue then. This will be -2, this will be -3, this will be -4, -5, -6, -7, -8 and -9. Right? So suppose if I write like this, extract who is at, let me write like this, okay, x of -4. So the character at x of -4 is, that is E. Am I right? People, the character at x of -4 is E. Alright, now implement this feature when I use the function slice here. Come on. Okay, we are writing slice so that we can easily understand the output. Let me write something here. The string using negative index is concatenate. Is it okay? That means -5 to -3. Quickly note it down. Where is -5? This is -5 and this is -3. People, -5 to -3. That means it is going to go till -5 and -4 only, as -3 won't be considered. Okay, let's see what is the output. Does it show DE or not? DE or not. So I use another string here. Say y is equals to New Delhi. Okay, y is equals to New Delhi and y dot slice. Let me do not touch x because rest of the methods we are dealing with x. Y dot slice -5 to -3. Okay, and if I could quickly run this program using our live server of the Visual Studio Code. Here we go. Almost ready, and here we go. I think there is too much output here. Okay, here it is, people. Is that correct? So the string using negative index is DE. I hope you understood. Okay, let me give a break here so that we don't confuse between the two outputs. We do not confuse between the two outputs. I give a break here. Okay, as well as this message I write in a little bold font. B tag opens and the B tag closes. This is index. Guys, stop me in the chat section in case if you are not able to understand. Break. I'm sorry, bold. Correct? Save this, come back here. Oh, everything is because I did not close it. Is it okay? So the negative index or the string using negative index is DE. Try another indexing. Maybe from -3 to -1. So first of all, who is -5 to -1? Correct? So this is -5 and this is -1. Because you have written -1, it will go till -2 only. One less. Am I right? People, one less. -2. Yep, it is let me say less than -1. आप समझते होंगे, right? नेगेटिव स्केल पर आप जितना लेफ्ट में जाओगे उतना नंबर छोटा होता जाता है. Is it right? The more you come to the right, the number is bigger. Correct? People, are simple school day algebra or mathematics. If it's a number scale 0, to the right side of the 0 are all positive numbers. Left side of the 0 are all negative numbers. So if you move to the right side of the number scale, the value of the number is bigger. But if you go to the left side, value of the number is smaller. Yeah, 2 is greater than 1, but -2 is not greater than -1. It is less than -1. Guys, I would be very glad if you could acknowledge to me in the chat section here. That's correct, right? What I spoke. Now because -2, it's not greater than -1 and we are checking the negative index, it will stop here. Right? जिनको अभी भी नहीं समझा, remember this way. If I write 3 to 6, people, so it will not go till 6, it will stop till 5. because it stops 1 less than, correct? If you write 3 to 8, so starting from I equals to 3 till I is less than 8, that means it stops at 7, correct? Yes, good Navin, right. Okay, so similarly, if you write minus 8 to minus 2, boys, help quick, boys and girls, minus 8 से लेके minus 2 तक, so it will stop at minus 3. Am I right? Because minus 3 is greater than, minus 3 is less than minus 2. So it stops at 1 less than. That means our was what? Minus 5. Just let me check the index, please. Minus 5 to minus 1. So minus 5, 4, 3 and 2. D, E, L and H. Correct. Correct. This should be the output, guys. D, E, L and H. Am I right? This is an expected output. Let's check it's happening also or not. ऐसा होता है भी के नहीं? Okay. So the string using negative index is D, E, L, H. Good evening everyone. Right? I hope this part was clear. So this is the difference between slice and substring. Slice can deal with the negative indexes, but in substring method, whenever you use the negative index either in the start position or in the end position, it maps it to 0. Is that okay? Fine. Alright, otherwise what was substr? The second argument was a mere length of the string and it was not the index or position number of the string, correct? Okay, later we went on to understand the replace function of the string. We also studied the replace function with 2 regular expressions of JavaScript. One was G, /G for the global replacement. Wherever the word occurs, it will be replaced with a new word. And another one was /I, that was for case insensitivity, correct or not? Alright, 2 uppercase and 2 lowercase being too easy to understand. In fact, these 2 methods are self-explanatory. Let me not go into the depth of that. Concatenate concatenates one string with another string. Am I right? So x dot concat y, x will be joined with y. X dot concat y comma z. So any number of strings you can give as argument to concat function to join them. Okay, fine. Alright, otherwise trim, that is to remove the extra spaces, but trim function removes the extra spaces from both left and right side of the string. If you want the extra spaces to be trimmed, that means removed only from the left side, that is beginning. So make sure you make use of trim start. Yeah, ideally हम तब करते हैं जब नया paragraph start होता है. And you don't want to give it a look and feel of the paragraph. It should be any ordinary line. So remove the extra spaces from the margin. Got it? Alright. Otherwise, trim end. That means remove the extra spaces from the end and so on. Alright. Index of, I don't remember whether we did yesterday. I think we have not. It returns the index number of a particular character. I think Akila was asking us this question yesterday. Right, Akila? Akila, if you are here, this is your answer. Yesterday also I told you the same thing. Make use of index of. Am I right? There were two functions, people. Char at and index of. What do you mean by char at? If you write char at, come on, let me quickly write it. Document dot write. So the string is Mumbai, and if I write char at 2 or 3, that means character at index number 3. Quick, who is it? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means B is a character at index number 3. Am I right? But if I write like this, document dot write index of B, people, I think it's already written here. So let me remove this code. Okay, index of B. Okay, let me write some string here. Use of index of function. Okay, use of index of function, people. Okay, so index of the character B. Index of the character B is 3. Am I right? So check here. If you find it difficult to search in the output because we have coded too much yesterday, so make sure you have marked it as bold and bold ends. Okay, so the use of index of function. So B is at index number 3. Guys, I would be too glad if you could acknowledge to me in the chat section, is this part clear or not? It simply takes in the character from the string and returns back its index number where it occurs in the string. First match, friends, first match. What do you mean by first match? For example, if I write index of m, now m occurs 2 times, M-U-M. Is that okay? So it's going to return the index number of the first occurrence of m, that is 0. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Fine. Alright. Otherwise, there were many more things about string that we have studied as well. Okay, split. If you want to see how split works, suppose A is a string. Okay, A is a string. I split the string. Now, you have to write on the basis of what you want to split. Thank you for everyone who have acknowledged here. Good. Right. Say I want to split on the basis of comma. That means wherever comma comes, string will be splitted. Okay, actually what happens after splitting the string, this function returns that string as an array. It returns the output as an array. So if you just write here B, I'll tell you what is array shortly. In the next 2 minutes, we're going to start with array. I repeat this point again for my friends who have lately joined. This function yesterday was left to be discussed from the string part of JavaScript. Split, my friend, I want to split this string. But aapko puchega, like, do you want to split on the basis of what? So it takes in argument as a separator. Sometimes it happens you want to split the string on the basis of a space. Okay, let me write this part in a notepad file here. Okay, in a notepad file here. So this is my string, str. Okay, this is a string, people. Say, I am a full stack developer. Okay, I work as a senior programmer within CTC. Okay, the CTC of 32 LPA. Something like that. Okay, something like that. This is my string basically. Now I want this string to be separate, to separate each of its word. Okay, to separate each of its word. Now what I do is I just write str dot split as per space. Now what it returns, ये आपको function return करता है. Whatever it returns, I'm storing in some let me say another variable, str new. Okay, now if you print str new, it's actually an array, people. Okay, it contains each word inside. I am a full stack developer. I work XSS and so on. Is that okay? Fine. Now if you say split as per comma, it won't split it. You will find the entire string as one string only, because unfortunately there was no comma found here to break one string into 2 strings. Are you understanding? आप बोलोगे split the string as per full stop. That means period. That is called as a full stop, right? Split. That means wherever full stop come, the string should be splitted. Hi, my point is clear. Ma'am, can we split from? Yeah, Shreyas. Yeah, I'll show you how. Is that okay? But in my opinion, splitting as per character won't make sense in the real time basis. But for practice purpose, you can definitely give an experiment. Okay, split as per full stop. That means what? Now this string will be divided into 2 strings. First till here, because full stop was encountered. Now this will be the second string. Alright, fine. Let's quickly see that. So A is equals to Mumbai, Delhi and Chennai. Document.write. Let me write something like this. Splitted string is. Okay. Fine. Let me write it in font color red so that it is quickly identifiable. Font. My mistake. Okay. So if you could check here output. Something is wrong. Okay, I think I forgot to write a concatenation, correct? People. Okay, let me check. Something is not working. Okay, let me quickly check. All right. Okay, let me inspect and see. Cannot access A before initialization. Okay, I am using before initializing A. Okay, instead of A, let me use the word XYZ. I don't know whether A is already used above. Okay. I think I have already used this variable A somewhere down, and it is declared using const or let keyword. That's the reason it wasn't allowing me to reuse here. Okay, so that was my issue. Okay, so I have a string called as XYZ. I'm little quick here. String has Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai initialized as a data. I say XYZ dot split comma wise, and this is a message splitted string is B. So it displays me B as it is. But if you say I want to just print B of 0 because it's an array, people. Array. Very shortly we are going to learn about the array as well. So it shows me only Mumbai. Remember, array is nothing but a single variable storing multiple value. And because it stores multiple values, they can be indexed similarly the way string was indexed. Okay, so if I write like this, string as per as what Shreyas asked us, A. Okay, first predict what should be an output. M U M B. This should be one string, correct? Now after A, I space comma space D space I L I. That means जब तक दूसरा A नहीं आता है, चलिए जब तक दूसरा A नहीं आता है, till here this should be the second string. And then because A has come and A will be treated as a separator, A will be left out and I will be treated as a third string. Let's see ऐसा होता है कि नहीं. Is it saved? Okay, it is happening. I think MUMB is shown. I'm confused in the output. Now I realize I was displaying only B of 0. You should write full B, correct or not? Right? So this is how it is working. MUMB and then followed by I space, then followed by DELHI space, and then somehow like this. Guys, please acknowledge, is this part clear or not? Yeah, the one who was separator will be left out from the output. Clear? Is that okay? All of us? Give your confirmation so that I could go ahead from here. Give your confirmation quick. Alright people. Take it. Fine. Shall be keeping waiting in the chat section to have your answer. JavaScript arrays and array methods. Remember, array in JavaScript is a variable that stores multiple elements. Okay, what do you mean by that? What exactly does that sentence statement mean? Suppose I want to store the names of 5 fruits. Good, 5 fruits, people. Okay, so let me say fruit 1 is equals to, say, apple. To save a time, I keep this line copied. Fruit 2 is equals to mango. Okay, because you can't give a comma and write your mango again. one variable at a time can store only one value. Is it okay? One variable at a time can store only one value in the disk or on the memory. एक टाइम पर एक वेरिएबल में एक ही वैल्यू आप स्टोर कर सकते हो मेमोरी पर. नो आप बोलोगे आई वांट टू स्टोर 10 डिफरेंट वैल्यूज, सो यू हैव टू डिक्लेयर 10 डिफरेंट वेरिएबल्स आल्सो लाइक दिस 3 4 5. Assume the names are like this way: fruit 3, fruit 4, fruit 5. Okay, say apple, mango, banana, pineapple, and something guava. Is that okay? And if you're a little more particular, then you might write like this also: let, and let. Is that okay? And finally let. Alright, so people try to understand one thing. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If there are 5 fruits, it's easy. What if I want to declare the names of 100 fruits or 500 different fruits? No, don't expect me. I will write this line of code 500 times. Understand? Even if I can type it or write it, you should not. You are not suggested to do that. Is that okay? I repeat for the time again. Suppose there are not 5. I need to write the names of say 500 different fruits, or 500 different animals, or 500 different students. Got it? So the names of 500 different students. Are you crazy to store in 500 different variables? That will be too much of variable memory and coding involved. Correct? Fine. So we need to find a way out that one variable itself should be able to store multiple values. Clear? That's where entry of array happens. This is how array comes into the picture. So array is a single variable to store multiple values, right? Or multiple data elements. The beauty of array is it can store data of different data types also. So let me first show you how to declare array. Say let me create one variable fruit is equal to, if you want to write apple, only single value, write like this. But if you want to give comma and store more 4 names of the fruit, make sure you have enclosed it in square bracket. Is it okay? Because arrays in JavaScript is always created inside square bracket. Is it okay? Remember what did I tell you yesterday? We are using square bracket for the first time. Yesterday we used square bracket to write the index numbers of the string, correct? Other use of square bracket in JavaScript is to declare an array. I hope you got my. It's a very interesting stuff, people. Once you learn array, you will love to code more. Okay, now you declare as many values in fruit as you want. आपको जितनी value चाहिए अभी उतनी declare करो, comma देते. All right. So I write apple. I write mango. Give comma. I write mango. Okay, unless you give comma, that element won't be considered as ended. Okay, maybe banana, maybe peach, maybe guava, maybe ABC, maybe XYZ, and so on. Is that clear? Fine. So now if you say document.print or document.write fruit, people, document.write fruit, it is going to display this output. That means fruit doesn't contain just one value this time. Fruit contains 5 different values. This is an expected output. Alright, all of us. Fine. Acha, what did I tell you in the end? Strings are, Chirag is asking, ma'am, are strings same as character array? Yes, Chirag, almost. Is that okay? The reason why we don't say character array, because it was C and C++ programming languages who implemented character array. Later on, inbuilt and by default, other programming languages started treating string as in character array. Okay, fine. But all the properties of array is not applicable to string. Therefore, we refrain to call it as a character array. You understood? It works on a memory. Implementation of string in array is almost same. But all the methods and properties of array do not belong to string. That's the reason we do not fairly say bhai string is equivalent to character array. Jabki implementation of string and character array on the memory is 200% same. You would be right to say that way. Okay, my next point of discussion here is, people, the beauty of array is it can even store data of different data types. Like mango, apple, banana, and achanak ऐसा लिखते लिखते I am writing 10, but 10 is an integer. Yes, it is absolutely fair to write integer. True, people, true is a boolean. I think we might have not dealt with boolean values in JavaScript up until now. Okay, कहीं ना कहीं पर तो boolean सामने आएगा आपके, true and false. But these are the data of different data types. Is it okay? Fine. So JavaScript even allows data of different data types to be stored in array. Okay, let's quickly see how to declare the array and how to use it. People, what do I do, for simplicity? For simplicity. Okay, check. This is my array. Okay, this is my array. A is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, some of this code I have kept coded here just to save our lecture time and deliver as much as possible to you within an hour. Okay, but when we are sending these files as a ready-made code to you on the group, make sure you don't just copy paste. You're typing them and practicing one by one. ओके, हम ऐसा पहले से कोड करके इसलिए रखते हैं ताकि वो लेक्चर का टाइम बच सके और आपको हम ज्यादा से ज्यादा डिलीवरी कंटेंट की कर सके. राइट, एनीवेज दिस इज माय एरे. You want to write a equals to, you want to write let a, you want to declare the array as const. Okay, what happens when you declare the array as a constant array? I'll tell you shortly. As of now, if I write document.write, people, what I do is, wait, let me comment everything here. Okay, till here I'm commenting everything. Would that be fine? One by one I'll uncomment. Come on, quick. So this is an array. Okay. Altogether a new topic starts from here. New topic. That's array. Okay, for day 22, mid day 22. Let me start. We won't be able to finish the entire array today. Okay, so I display two things here, a and a dot length. Is it okay? Because the way string length is a property of the string, length is also property of an array. Okay, so I save this and I run this. And if you don't mind, can I comment all the above output as well? Starting from here right till here. Okay, so that we deal with only with the meaningful output. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. This is an array, people. And 10 is the length of the array. Okay, 10 is the length of the array. I hope you got my point. So this is an array. This is an array. Let me say plus. And instead of this, let me write length is a dot length. Correct? Yeah, length is a dot length. Rest I leave it up to you. You can give break also. You want, instead of using document.write, make use of document.write ln. Time permit, I'll only show the difference between two here. Who writes everything on a new line? Come on, like string, even array has an indexes. So if this is my array, boys and girls, thoda dhyan dijiye. If this is an array, a equals to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100 and 100. Right? So this is how the array will look stored on memory. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, and index numbers will be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so if length of the array is 10, so the last index number will be 9, but obvious because indexing has started from 0. Right? So if I ask you who is A of 7, that means how to read that, by the way. Okay, array at data at index number 7 or element at index number 7 is 80. Am I right? I repeat, element at index number 7 is 80. So this is exactly what we are trying to do here. Who is at index number 0? Let me write like this. So write document.write people document.write. What should I say? A of 0. Okay, let me give a break. Okay, so that is 10. And A of 7, so that is 80. I hope you see the output here, correct? And so on and so forth. Right? Acha, you can also change the value of some element. Say I want A of 0 not as 10, but it should be 1000. The first element should not be 10 people. I want to change this 10 from 10 to 1000. So how can I do that? So I write A of 0 is equal to 1000. That means set a new value to element at index number 0. Guys, I would like to remind you one thing here. This is not permissible in string. Okay, strings are immutable. Strings cannot be changed. आप बोलोगे मुंबई का U हटाकर मैं A लिख दूंगा. No, strings are immutable. Arrays are not. Arrays can be changed. Is that very clear to all of you? This is not permissible for string. Okay, you can't write str of 1 is equals to s instead of p. I committed a spelling mistake in writing India. Instead of IN, I have written IM. You got my point? In के बदले M लिख दिया मैंने. So you say M का N हो जाए अभी using this method. Answer is no, it cannot change. Strings are immutable. Once declared, they cannot be changed. Alright, arrays aren't. Arrays are mutable, means they can be changed. Right, so you want to print it again and check document.write. I'm just printing here A. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so 80 was I think the value of the last output. And you see the new array has been printed here, but the first element is not 10. Instead it is 1000. Guys, it's time for you to acknowledge in the chat section, please. It should not be a monologue. It should be a dialogue. Okay, man. Okay, thank you, Kalisoran. Others also quick. I'm waiting here. आप भी बोलोगे तो हमको पता चलता है you are understanding or not. Your acknowledgement is very, very important for us. Yes. String buffer, if you talk about, means you are more close to Java. Chirag, you understood? Yes. In Java it happens. That's what I told you. Alright, in Java you can consider. Your point is right. Good, Chirag. Okay, we don't have the concept of string buffer in JavaScript, but yes, in Java it is. Alright, understood. Good, fine. Take it. Alright, going ahead from here. So this is how it can change. And suppose students, acha, that point I'll discuss later. Chalo. So this is something. You know how to write the length of the string, and suppose you want to convert array into string. Okay, this all is different. Suppose you want to convert array into string. So now my A is an array. ToString is a function to convert array to string. Okay, you see I have converted this array to string, and I can write here only document.write. But to do something different, I want to set this output as a label on the text or a text on the label. So see, this is my HTML file and I have one label here. In fact, two labels. One gives a heading output on the label, and this is label with ID T1. The label is blank. This label is blank. So if I want to set some text on this label, This is what I've set here, a.toString. Okay. So if I could save and check the output, alright, you see this here. So I converted that array into string. Yeah, even string have indexes. So you will then deal on your own that how to take this numbers out using string indices. Okay, so this is how we can convert an array into string as well. Okay, otherwise how to access first and the last element of an array? Okay, first and the last element of an array, people. How to access the first element? You all know it well. How to access the last element? This is the formula to access the last element. That is a of length minus 1. I hope you got my point. Is it okay? So I should write like this, a of length minus 1. What does that mean? What is a of length? Tell me quick here. What is the total length of this array? That is 10. Right? So a dot length is equals to 10. But if I write like this, document dot write a of length, you see what it says me. It tells me a of 0 to is 1000. Thank you. But a of length, that means a of 10 is undefined. Why? Because last index number is 9. And you are requesting a of 10, boys and girls, right? I repeat one more time. A of length is what? The length of the array is 10. So if you write a of length in this bracket, if you write here a dot length, you consider last element yahi hoga. No, either you know the index number of the last element or you don't know. If I don't know, what is the formula to know? Whatever is the length of the array minus 1. Is it okay? So if the length of the array is 5000, okay, say I'm recording the temperature in this room every second. Aap samajh rahe baat? Let me see how many of you people get this point. We record the temperature in this room every second. We have a sensor installed here that senses the temperature and prints on the screen as well as stores the data in the array behind. So every second the data is generating, right? Yes, length minus 1. Correct, you are right. Every second, that means what? 1 minute has 60 seconds. 1 hour will have what? 24 into 6, 60 into 60. Am I right? 60 minutes into 60 seconds. So 1 day will have how much such data points collected? 24 into 60 into 60. Array will be so huge. Am I right? So in that case, if you want to see what is the length of such array, am I right? Or what is the last index number of that array? Whatever is the length minus 1. Correct? So if the length of the array is 10,000, boys and girls, array का लंबाई उसकी length अगर 10,000 है तो index number उससे एक कम होगा because numbering of indices started from 0, right? Correct? So that's what is the formula applied here. Not a of length but a of length minus 1. So if I save the program and check the output, it tells me it is 100. Okay, so the first element is 1000 but the last element is 100. So this is how we access the first and the last element. Okay, now looping through array, people. Looping through array, there are many methods in which we can loop through an array. Okay, let me write as a comment here, people. Let me write as a comment. 3-4 methods we can use loop in an array. Loop using for. Loop using for in. Loop using for of and using for each. Today as of we are learning only for and for in, since time won't be enough for us to do the remaining. Alright, now how to display the elements in an array, people. Let me code this in front of you instead of just showing that. Let me code it so that you also get into the practice of it. Say for I equals 0. Hold on. Why 0? Why 0? Because index number starts from 0. Got it? Loop through the array, na? We want to display the data in the array one by one. Got it? Fine. So for each I equal to 0, that means starting from the first position number till you reach the length of the array. Correct? Now you have two choices. How will you reach last index number starting from 0? One method we have already discussed up, that is I should be less than equals to length minus 1. Correct? Because if 0 is the first index number, the last index number will be length minus 1. I plus plus. Index number plus plus. And suppose if you do not want to use equal to here, then keep it a dot length only. Because if length of the array is 10, the last value of this counter will be 9 to stop. 9 is less than 10. Correct? Because when counter increases by 1 and becomes 10, condition will automatically turn false. 10 is not less than 10 on comparison and will automatically break out of this loop. Correct or not? Okay people, हम यहाँ से आगे तब बढ़ेंगे if you acknowledge in the chat section this concept was clear or not. So two ways you can write it. So starting from index number 0 till you reach the last index of the array. 0 से शुरू करते हुए जब तक इंडेक्स लास्ट इंडेक्स ऑफ द एरे तक हम नहीं पहुंच जाते तब तक डू व्हाट? डॉक्यूमेंट people document dot write. Don't expect me to write I. If you say I, it will print the index numbers. Correct? You see 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Thank you everyone. Good. Okay, I repeat the point again. No, do not expect me. I'm going to do write I. Arey, what is I? If you're printing I, that means you're printing the index numbers. Correct or not? See, in the first loop, if I give you the dry run, I is 0, so 0 will be printed. Agla loop mein I will become 1, 1 will be printed. Then in the next loop after that, I will become 2, 2 will be printed. But who is interested to display and show the indices? Correct? We want to show value of element at that index number. Correct? That means when I is 0, who is the element at that index? Correct? Similarly, when I becomes 1, who is the element at that index? When I becomes 2, don't display 2, display 30. That means element present in that index number. Correct? Similarly, when I reaches the last index number 9, don't display 9, display who is present at 9. Correct? That is 100. So how to do that? Don't display I, display A of I. Am I right? Give me the try run here. In loop number 1, I is 0. That means A of I is equals to A of 0. Correct? All of us? Similarly, in loop number 2, I is 2. I is 0. I'm wrong. I'm right now. So writing A of I is equivalent to write A of 1. Correct? Similarly, ऐसा चलते चलते in loop number 9, or let me say in loop number 10 people, I will become 9 and A of I would be equivalent to write A of 9. Is that very clear to all of us? What about loop number 11? Do you think you will reach till here? Of course, yes. Control यहाँ तक जरूर आएगा. Those who don't understand Hindi, I spoke. The control will reach till loop number 11, but condition will turn false here. Am I right? Because in loop number 11, I will become 10 and 10 will not be less than 10 that time. Correct? So this part won't execute and you will come out of the loop. Correct or not? All of us. Take it? Fine. So this is the try run here, and this is how we run the for loop to display data in I. Getting it? Let me see it shows or not. Okay, there is some problem. I think I left this line to be commented. Yeah. So it is. If you're confused, so make use of. Alright. You see it gives a space in between. Okay. It gives a space in between. And if I just write right, it removes that. That means it considers the different element or element as a different value. That's it. A of I. Correct. Good. People who have answered in the chat section, A of I. That's right. And if you want a break also, then make sure you are giving a break here. Okay. So 1000 being the first element, A of 0. 100 being the last element displayed at A of 9. Hoping you all are understanding. Clear and well. All of you friends. So this is one way, although there are many more ways. Okay, but few minutes remaining, so let me discuss some good things with you, like how to sort an array. Suppose this is my array, people. 4 1 3. It's a small array. Let me put this line as a comment. Okay, just focus on these two lines of code, b 413, and if I write b dot sort, see what happens. It sorts to 134. That means sort function by default sorts the array in ascending order. Are you getting this point? Sort function in JavaScript for array sorts the array by default in ascending order. No, there is no ready-made function to sort the array in descending order. But yes, after sorting you can display it in reverse order. Okay, so if I say b dot reverse, if it happens well, नहीं होगा तो हम b dot sort का आउटपुट वेरिएबल में स्टोर करके उसको करेंगे. Print. Okay. Good, it happens. 134. But when I reversed it, it became 431. You understood my point of objection. Got it? Sort function by default sorts an array in ascending order. But if you say I want to sort also, but I want to sort in descending order, so after sorting in ascending, reverse the array, it will show you the descending order. Correct? So these are the two functions of JavaScript to sort the array. In fact, only one function, other is simply a reverse. Indirectly, you can reverse any array. So if I try to reverse A, you see A has been reversed as 100 has been getting displayed first, right? 100 is getting displayed first, 90, 80, 70 followed by 100, and then 1000, which was the first element, is now displayed as the last element. Alright, fine. No, it's not compulsory for array to be reversed, it should be sorted first. No. Array in any order can be reversed. Hoping you are understanding. Right, good. Next, how to add new elements in an array. How to add some new elements in an array. People, there are two methods of adding. For example, I know the length of this array is 3. That means last index number will be 2. Let me write here on Excel sheet. This is B. B is equal to 4, 1, 3. Right? So that means 4, 1 and 3. Index number 0, 1 and 2. Okay. One method to add a new element is by specifying the index number. 3. Make sure if you write 4, so this will create a hole here, means null value, and insert a new number here. Okay, so if you are not sure of the index number, don't use this method. Use the first method of inserting new element using index number only if you are sure who will be the last index. Or else using the formula length minus 1. Okay, so let me do like this. Let me write a new element at position number 3 or index number 3, which is 10. Yeah, correct. You are right. Okay, so if I say document.write document.write. Say B. If I write it, this is too pathetic. Let me give a break here. So 1, 3, 4 and 10. Now suppose if I say after B of 3, if I say B of 5, you see I have missed 4, correct? I missed 4. So see what happens. So this was a hole. You could see after 10 and 50 or in between 10 and 50. This is a hole, people. That means it will unnecessarily create a null value and put you into trouble for the later use. So this should not happen. If you're not sure who is the last element, then the better way to write is whatever is the length of the array minus 1. Is that okay? Acha, but it replaced, I think, 3. So what if I write it this way? This is good. Am I right? This will be good. Not minus 1, because last element already is 3 here. It will overwrite 3. So better write B of length. Again, if you're confused this way, how, why and all, then better make use of another method, that is push. People, push. This function push always adds an element in the end of the array. Fine. I repeat the point again. The function push always, it adds element in the end of the array. So you need not to worry what is the end of the array. You just push the value inside. Whatever will be the end, this array will be added after that. Right. So you could see 75 being added. And after pushing 75, if I write b dot push again, say 300 this time. So 300 got added after 75. So I need really not to bother the index numbers or to struggle and find out the indices. Yep, it's like stack, you can say. Stack follows LIFO, Chirag, if I'm not wrong. For the friends who understand stack, LIFO, that means last to be in will be first to be out. So this is the first part. It is getting added in the end, last in. Correct. Okay. And suppose if I write b dot push, something like India. So it added India as a string in the end. Correct? Okay, like push, there is a function called as pop, people, pop. So if I write b dot pop, it removes the last element. Okay, writing b dot pop like this won't show any output. You have to write document.write b dot pop. Okay, b dot pop. Clear? So if I save it, I run this. Okay, let me give a break and write. So it shows India has been popped out, means removed from the array. Okay, India has, and if you want to display the array again, okay, so just after popping, whatever is array you display that to. Okay, so you could see here that the new array doesn't show India as the last element. Correct? Yes, ma'am. Correct. Okay. So if I do pop again, then okay, let me copy this code and paste it again. So you could see 300 has been popped out, and now the new array is 75. I hope you got my point, people. That is pop. Is that okay? That is how pop works. So we learned how to add a new element in the array. We learned how to delete an element from the array. I can't say we have completed everything about array. There are some more stuff about array to be learned. Like what are the two methods of creating an array? One using new method. How to join arrays. How to use shift and shift functions with arrays. How to concatenate two arrays. How to use for each and for in with arrays. I hope you got my point, all of us. But time doesn't provide us that much of permission to go ahead. Okay, so never mind. I'll see you back tomorrow. I again forgot to In fact, I did not forget, but I fall short of time to write the pattern generating for loop program today. But anyhow, for the children request, students request, I'll do it tomorrow. Is that okay? Let's have a quick recap of what we have learned today. Come on, let's put up this 1 hour into a minute of time. We first of all started with some pending functions of string like split. Am I right? We used the split function. We also understood the difference between negative indexing and the major difference between negative start end positions in substring and substr. Is that okay? Alright. Arriving at day 22, that is a new topic, array. We first of all learned what is an array, what is the use of an array. Of course, we cannot create so many variables to hold different values. Therefore, we store these values in a single variable. Correct? All of us? Take it? Alright. We then learned certain properties of an array, like how to display length of the array, how to convert array into string, and then how to access first and the last element of the array. I hope this formula is clear to everyone. Why are we subtracting 1 from the complete total length? Okay. After that, I think we also learned how to sort an array, how to reverse the sorted array or unsorted array, how to push, that means add a new element, and how to, let me say, remove an element. Is it okay? Ma'am, link is of day 21. Is that true? Link is of day 21. Are you able to mark the attendance? No, it is not. We are very clear. This link is of 2 days only. Yeah. You can forget that. That might be our typing mistake there. Okay, so even if it shows you the link is of day 21, ignore it, please. Ignore it. Okay, that is for day 22 only. I will edit that. That might be the result of copy paste. Is it okay? While copying and pasting in Google Forms, yeah, we might have forgotten to change 21 to 22. We'll do it post 5:30 p.m. Yeah, today's file I'll send you. Guys, do not be confused, friends. Do not be confused. It's 22 only. While copying and pasting the title of the form, we might have forgotten to change 21 to 22. Thank you for pinpointing that. We will do it. Okay? But it's working. Yeah, it's working. I know. It's working. That's only typing mistake there. Is that fine? Okay, friends. Goodbye. See you back tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to do numbers in math functions in JavaScript, date and time in JavaScript, and some few pending things about arrays which have been left today, as well as the pattern printing program. Okay, nice time spending with you all. Stay connected. Join us on time. Please, if you have liked our work, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your other fellow friends who would also wish to learn. Okay, goodbye. Take care.